Good afternoon, everyone. This is Saili Patil.
This is Shubhangi Mishra. Welcome to CityCast.
We'll lead with a story on legal system in Karnataka. Litigants wait for years for hearing their cases. Our reporter Shubham Chauhan tells us more about it.
The National Judicial Data Grid shows Karnataka courts have around 22 lakh pending cases. More than half of these cases have been pending for more than 3 years.
It was running for 2 generations. My grandfather was the plaintiff, so it was really taking a toll on the finances.
One of the reasons behind the backlog is the number of sitting judges. Of the sanctioned strength of 62, the High Court currently has 45 working judges with 17 vacancies. The lower courts have more than 300 posts vacant out of a total strength of 1,357. This has led to almost 3 lakh cases piling up in the High Court and around 18 lakh in lower courts. Advocates say filling all sanctioned posts isn't enough and that more measures are needed.
Sanctioned posts have been sanctioned long back. If you see the present position, more judges are needed. So far as equality is concerned, it may be advisable to appoint ad hoc judges.
The Supreme Court Collegium recently recommended the elevation of 4 advocates as High Court judges, which, if approved, will still have a vacancy of 13 judges. The total number of sanctioned judges in all the High Courts of India is 1,098, working strength at 627, leaving 427 vacancies to be filled. Experts say, besides the litigants, pending cases also create a trust problem for the people outside the system.
Your trust in the system starts decreasing. So that's really bad for the justice system. You start avoiding the court and then you start seeking other means of resolving your disputes, which really shouldn't be the ideal scenario.
Litigants continue to suffer as lakhs of cases are pending in Karnataka courts thanks to a shortage of judges. This is Shubham Chauhan reporting for CityCast.
Women find it easier to file complaint in Bangalore police station thanks to Women Help Desk Counsellor. Our reporter Shreyashi Mukherjee tells us more about it.
After setting up the Women Help Desk, police stations are receiving 10 to 12 FIRs, which is more than the previous 2 to 3 FIRs that they used to get.
I was about to complain about my stalker. The police asked me why I was traveling alone. That made me feel very unsafe. When there is a Women's Help Desk, it will be easier for me to report about my issues.
The Help Desk counselors, who are all women police personnel, are trained by NIMHANS in providing psychological help and be more sensitive to distressed women.
I've handled 50 cases so far related to dowry, domestic violence, kidnap and etc. Other stations see more than 200 cases a month.
A report by National Commission for Women mentioned that crime against women has increased by 46% compared to last year. Officials believe the Women Help Desk will help them report more crimes happening against women.
When there is a counselor present in the police station, they would have a mindset to listen to their problem and empathize them regarding that. So that would help them understand what is happening in their situation better.
This is definitely a step towards the right direction, one that has been lauded by many women. This is Shreyashi Mukherjee reporting for CityCast.
CCTV cameras don't help in solving the challenges of lake conservation. Our reporter Vinaya K tells us more about it.
Following the recurrent fires and the extreme pollution in Balandur and Varatur lakes, National Green Tribunal directed BDA to install CCTV cameras around these lakes in 2018. BBMP deployed marshals also to patrol around the area.
अभी CCTV कैमरा और LED लाइट की वजह से नाइट में कोई मूवमेंट्स होता है तो भी हमको जो है पता तुरंत जाके हम अटैक करके उसके ऊपर एक्शन लेते हैं.
The strict patrolling and monitoring had a result. Locals say they don't see anyone dumping garbage around these lakes nowadays.
अभी की तारीख में तो कोई डाला नहीं है. एक 7-8 महीना हो गया है. गंदगी भी नहीं है इतना, थोड़ा क्लीन भी रहता है.
But CCTV cameras don't help when it comes to addressing core issues like sewage water and industrial waste flowing into lakes.
Nearly 100-year-old legacy of dumping, sewage, garbage, encroachments. There are several policy issues also. Until and unless we address the core issues, several issues will not solve the problem.
Installing CCTV cameras is the first step towards right direction. But as environmentalists say, there are many core issues that needs to be addressed before we can breathe back life into Bengaluru's lakes. This is Vinaya reporting for CityCast.
We'll see you after a short break. On the other side, we'll tell you how the lack of maintenance in public toilet is keeping away the public from using it. Welcome back. India just celebrated the Swachhata month. Our reporter Subhashri Mohapatra tells us about the state of public pay and use toilets in the city.
The BBMP Swachh Sarvekshan report says around 30% of 450 public-private partnership pay and use toilets in Bangalore are not maintained well. the payment collected from the public who use these toilets is not enough for its maintenance. There is not sufficient water in most of the toilets. The users don't even find a usable piece of soap or a hand wash.
I don't think these toilets are clean. It is causing health issues. It should be cleaned and kept safe.
In 2013, BBMP handed over the maintenance of all public toilets to private organizations under the Public-Private Partnership Initiative. Every day, about 100 to 150 people use these toilets. But the cost of the maintenance, including the cost of material and the staff, is more than the money they collect. Other public toilets run by private organizations are maintained well. They say they invest organizations' fund to maintain a better service.
वो मालिक जाके लेबर को बताना पड़ेगा ना, वो इतना मेंटेनेंस उसको ये मटेरियल देना पड़ेगा, उसको बोलना पड़ेगा, रेगुलर सर्वे रखना पड़ेगा.
BBMP plans to reintroduce an app to monitor the maintenance of public toilets. This is Subhashri Mahapatra reporting for CityCast.
Many working professionals are suffering from burning and itchy eyes. Doctors say there is a sharp increase in the cases of computer vision syndrome. Our reporter Shubhangi Mishra tells us what causes this.
Ophthalmologists say there's a 50% increase in computer vision syndrome cases among working professionals compared to the previous year. With no fixed working hours, work from home has increased screen time. Without proper breaks, this leads to blurry vision, red eye, burning sensations and mucus discharge.
Nowadays seeing very more commonly than before, especially after the COVID incident. 70% of the patients will have one way or the other symptoms related to computer vision syndrome.
Meanwhile, patients worry about how this has an effect on their work accuracy. They complain of making more than usual number of syntax errors while writing the codes.
Whenever I used to wake up in morning, I had a heavy discharge in the left side of my eye. So that was also due to this thing, prolonged working hours.
Director from Minto Ophthalmic Hospital say 40% health professionals are unaware about the syndrome and end up turning late for the treatment. Doctors have advised patients to blink frequently because while working attentively, our blinking rays fall from 20 per minute to 7 per minute, which increases eye problems. Though doctors say it's difficult to do it consciously and you lose concentration.
Follow the 20-20-20 and add a 20 blink, so that will take care. Why this happens is because the tear films are not constantly produced or distributed properly. So you need to have an external lubricant.
Doctors say myopia has gradually increased among children as majority of them use small screens for study purposes. This is Shubhangi Mishra reporting for CityCast. Tattoos have become a way to promote body positivity. Our reporter Shiporna Roy tells us how.
Tattoo artists across the city notice an increase in the demand of camouflage tattoos with almost 50% increase in their business. In the past year, more than 25 tattoo artists have started offering this service.
3 years we have seen an upward trend of people doubling in numbers every year.
It is the process of tattooing the skin with different skin tone pigments to disguise scars, stretch marks, permanent wounds, and skin diseases such as vitiligo and alopecia. It is an increasingly popular way of individuals to cope with their insecurities.
Gaining weight, I had stretch marks. What was affecting me more was the stretch marks. I wanted to conceal it.
Patients suffering from skin disorders such as vitiligo or have permanent scars opt for these tattoos. Psychologists add that these tattoos help people to become confident in their own body image at a deeply personal level. These tattoos cost approximately 4,000 to 5,000 rupees and increases depending on the dimensions that need to be covered. Plastic surgeons argue that there is a lack of medical tattoo artists who are certified to perform this procedure.
So in an unsafe case is not good. Safe place, sterile area with a good professional.
Procedures like platelet-rich plasma injections and lasering are expensive and often don't give guaranteed results. Thus, most people have started opting for camouflage tattoos. This is Shiporna Roy reporting for CityCast.
We'll see you after a short break. On the other side, we'll tell you how wedding planners are getting their businesses back on track.
Welcome back. The next story is about how the wedding planners are coping up with the business. The restrictions for the number of people attending weddings have become lenient. However, wedding planners are cutting down the cost to regain their business. Our reporter Saili Patil tells us about it.
As per the Karnataka Event Management Association, there were more than 200 wedding planners in the city, of which 50% have shut down or have shifted to other businesses.
People were very flamboyant in spending their money in terms of wedding. Now they do not want to do that. Why? Because whom they want to show the money to. Lesser people spending money lesser in terms of venues and in terms of catering the food.
Not many customers prefer to hire wedding planners as the entire family wants to get involved into the planning process.
Wedding got postponed from 2020 to 2021. Even though it got postponed, there was still a big crunch in the guest list. Because the guest list is so tiny, we didn't bother asking anyone for help.
Due to the limitations on the number of attendants, the weddings have become an intimate affair. People are shifting to smaller venues. In result, many huge convention halls and banquets have shut down.
People are literally coming out now and they have started booking the place now. To get the more numbers, we have reduced the pricing and now giving a greater package to the clients.
The Events Management Association head believes that reducing the cost is not an option as it will haunt the business in long run.
This is not a solution. At those fees levels, we cannot survive. Sustainability will come into question. You need to sustain the businesses, the enterprise for longer time. Then only you can handle the rough side of time.
Wedding planners are offering better packages at lower cost. They are also coming up with new business strategies that would go in sync with the new normal. This is Saili Patil reporting for CityCast. Electronic stores are offering large discounts and EMI options to bring more customers. Our reporter Rishabh Rai finds out if these efforts are helping the businesses.
Electronic shop owners say that the sales of retail market, which had fallen due to the pandemic-induced lockdowns, is now recovering.
अभी लॉकडाउन में टाइम में अभी वो वैक्सीन बिना वैक्सीन के टाइम में 5 कस्टमर आया था, अभी वैक्सीन के टाइम में 10 कस्टमर आए। फेस्टिवल टाइम में मेन इंपॉर्टेंस हम लोग दे रहे हैं फाइनेंस तरफ से। पहले कैश में के लिए था, अभी वो लोन में जा रहा है, उसलिए लोन फैसिलिटी हम लोग दे रहे हैं।
Retailers benefit from the human interaction as they feel they can offer something more to the customers who come in person to the shops.
कस्टमर का फील क्या है, वो रेट कम में मिल रहे हैं, तो अमेज़न फ्लिपकार्ट में उसको प्रोडक्ट नहीं देख सकते, उसे फील नहीं कर सकते कस्टमर के लिए। हमारे पास ले तो कस्टमर आके दे सकते हैं, कस्टमर लाइव डेमो दे सकते हैं। हम लोग इधर से एक एक्सटर्नल वारंटी देते हैं, कस्टमर क्या भी प्रॉब्लम है।
Leading manufacturers in India like LG, Bajaj and Onida, however, did not suffer losses. Onida made a profit of 1.89 crore for the year 2020-21 after suffering losses of 11.47 in 2019-2020.
Frankly speaking, pandemic did not affect consumer retails much. Yes, during lockdown, retailers find it difficult to pay their rentals. There was a fall in sales. Post-pandemic, sales have increased. Especially high-capacity products demands are on rise.
The retail markets suffered because of their inability to use their best strength, human interaction. However, things seem to be getting better with the upcoming festive season. This is Rishabh Rai reporting for CityCast.
Gyms in the city are facing loss as people are still hesitant to use gyms even after the restrictions are eased. Our reporter Sai Chesetti tells us more about the story.
Bondon Fitness Center sees a 30% loss in their business as there is an increase in the use of fitness apps.
It is easy to use and no need to worry about COVID. And we can choose the timings according to our leisure time and choose one-to-one interaction with the best trainers.
The World Economic Forum report shows an 84% increase in the daily active users of fitness apps in India.
We have a lot of experience and this gym was 12 years back. We run successfully, but after COVID, we are paying losses. Classes and they are doing home itself. They are not coming.
As per Bondon Fitness Center, around 30% of gym trainers have lost their income as more people started using fitness apps.
60% of the people are not interested to visit the gyms again. So gyms have to adapt to the new changes.
Post-COVID, most of the gyms are still finding it difficult to survive and are finding new ways to adjust to the new circumstances. This is Sai Chesetti reporting for CityCast.
This is all for today.
For more updates, log on to CityCast website. Thank you for watching.